right, so here's the legend, George St. Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You got to be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck, and he took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St. Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab, and then a leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to be George St. Pierre.
And he's got more SPs than you.
He does. He's a man.
All right, so we get another look and title defense for the UFC's undisputed welterweight champion, and he's chasing greatness, right? He wants to be mentioned alongside George St. Pierre. Kamaru Usman is one of the greatest welterweight champions. To keep that dream alive, got to hold serve as the favorite tonight.
For him, it was about getting there. And once he got there, Johnny started thinking bigger. How do I build my resume? How do I build the legacy? How do I do enough to be remembered? It's all about legacy for this guy. It's fight by fight. But every time you speak to him, he talks in historical terms. He's just a tremendous champion.
Well, and some people were suggesting this week that he move up a division and chase double champ status. He is focused on the task at hand. We'll see if he can handle it with flying colors tonight. All right, now let's get to our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, George Rush St. Pierre. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, below, remember the name, Muhammad.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so the all-timer George St. Pierre is back on the proving ground tonight. Early portions of this round, he got off to a pretty good start. Feels like the jab was a big key, and the corner just did a masterful job, I thought, with those 60 seconds, sort of centering their pupil, as great as he is, and just making sure that all his ducks are in that proverbial row. Ooh! Oh, another heavy shot gets through.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Herb Dean steps in.
Wow! Wow!
Take a bow, young man. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 52 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre.
All right, well, clearly a decision victory was not going to be enough for GSP tonight. George St. Pierre, decisively your winner by TKO.
He talked